to some of the personal backstage politics and personal life and any of that stuff, is there any like type of stories backstage or stuff that happened off the camera that you would like to throw out that you think some people might think that's enjoyable?
The best time in SYW. Best time ever. The drunk gimmick. Me and my friend at the time. I thought he was my friend. We were running hard, you know, we were wrestling and we were having some fun. And anybody in SYW will tell you to this day that the drunk gimmick was the most entertaining thing that SYW ever had.
Yeah, it was definitely some enjoyable times. And as far as other people, is Shadow. What are your thoughts on him? Do you think Money did a good job at training him and stuff like that?
You know, I think, yeah, I do. I think if anybody trained him, it was Money. But at the same time, if anybody else was just as much of an influence, I'd say me. Me and Money, obviously Money more, they're best friends. But, dude, I was right there with him.
Okay, now speaking on that you were friends with him, Money's friends with him, obviously not to the
He's
level.
neutral, man.
Yeah, he's definitely neutral. And
But you got to understand something.
What are your thoughts on that?
He's always going to have, you know, he's always going to be in Money's corner. It's just the way it is.
Okay, so you're saying even if he plays off that you are his on-screen
Whether
guy,
whether they feud or not, it's like Shawn and Hunter. I mean, sorry to make a WWE, I'm a WWE mark, Matt. Walking advertisement. AJ Styles, John Cena, and CM Punk. You're like a combination. Right? I mean, that is the truth, I think.
Okay, and what about obviously, you know, you talked about him being so neutral and what you thought.
No, he's crazy. Yeah, he's way neutral. But at the end of the day, you know,
he's on.
If he's going to throw one of us under the bus, it's probably going to be me. But
okay, now involving that with Cash Money, your two's feud, and definitely one of the biggest feuds in SYW history is you two, known as probably the most well-known SYW feud, biggest long-running feud in SYW, and basically, you know, some thoughts about Cash Money is your impending match that you're going to have soon, and, you know, Money's drive that even though pretty much most of the time that you end up coming up the victor in it, he still has that drive in himself that he wants to come back for more, tries to beat you anytime, and just everything about that.
Wow. You know, I hear so many times, like, back to the politicking, Dark Wolf, he all knows we don't actually believe he's good, and I can't wait for you to actually, Undertaker, I can't wait for you to hear this and wake up from that casket that you're living in and realize you're not on some indie circuit. You don't even have a ring. Okay? You talk it. You can't walk it.
Okay, now speaking on that thing, he thinks that XRCW is a big company. What about the basically crock of bullshit that they're saying that they're Omega promotion?
Well, you're never going to be the Hardys, buddy. It's not going to happen.
And in my eyes, I don't know if they'll even be up to the level like Shannon Moore or anyone like that.
And he's not even very good. And when you can't even match somebody that sucks, well, you're not going places, buddy. Sorry. That sucks for you.
Okay, now involving your feud with Money.
Back to Money. You know, this is how I feel about Money. As far as I'm concerned, in SYW, that guy is Superman. He really is. Hate compliment him, but he's Superman. But guess what? Since the day I've been there, I'm his kryptonite, and he knows it.
Definitely seems like that involving with your feud. Then speaking of you two, who do you think made each other? Do you think you both helped each other out, or do you think one that you made him or he made you or stuff like that?
Oh, without a doubt he made me, but at the same time I made him. It was give and take.
So it's definitely one of those story rivalries that are put together that helps out both of you, not just helping out the other.
If it wasn't for me, let's just put it this way. If it wasn't for me, SYW would have been dead 7 years ago. If it wasn't for me and Jonathan, SYW wouldn't went as long as it has. Nobody's put on better Nobody's put on better matches than us. Nobody's done it longer than us. No one's done it better than us. And you know, Money hasn't beat me since 05.
Yeah, involving a three-way with yourself, Money, and Matt, and he just rolled you up.
Money ain't beat me in that long, and Money can walk through SYW. He walks through them.
Definitely, with that way he defeated you there. He's definitely willing to take it any route to pick up the victory against you.
I will say this. I do think that I'm going to have my hands full and I know he's gonna he's gonna go in there ready. I mean, he's gonna do anything to win. There's no doubt about it.
Okay, now coming home, SYW is coming home with yourself versus Money, the biggest SYW feud, most noteworthy feud in SYW. And what are your thoughts of SYW coming home and the future of SYW?
I'm glad it's coming home, and not for the simple fact that that's where we started at all. You know, I could care less where I beat him. Well, actually, I take that back. It was fun beating him at Dark Wolves. It was fun beating him at Duke. But you know what? That's his arena. It's his place, and it's where we may not ever hear it again. We're knocking on heaven's doors. It still rings in your ears every time you walk out there. Well, guess what? You're going to be knocking on heaven's doors. You're going to be knocking on the unemployment doors when I super kick you one more time, get the 3 count, walk out with my belt. And not only that, I just can't wait to pin you again in your arena, in your home, so you can look up at me once again and say, damn, you're just that much better.
Okay, so basically, if you're able to defeat him when SYW comes home, it's basically going to...
If you're able to, you're talking to them. I'm the man.
So defeating him on
you need
home
to say
territory.
when. You need to say when you defeat him, when you pin him.
Well, we haven't seen that yet, but if it does happen, it does. But do you think it's going to feed your ego, feed your cockiness, that you defeat him at his home territory?
Dude, when I beat him in my first match, they planted the seed that fed my ego. Okay? I'm the undefeated guy for the past 3 years. Level can't touch me. Money can't touch me. I sure as shit ain't letting Joseph or Andy touch me because I'll probably get AIDS. I mean, let's just be honest with each other, right?
Okay, now on to basically one of the last things is, who do you think you're the best or whatever, or who do you think the best is in SYW other than yourself? Because obviously with your ego, I'm pretty sure you'll choose yourself, right?
You know what? Just something I'm not a fan of doing. I'll leave it up to everybody to decide. Who's the best? I think that everybody's been asking that themselves for years. You can't deny the fact that Money's a champion. Whether he's got the belt or not, he's a champion. He's going to keep fighting you. That's just the way it is. Can he beat me? Maybe. I don't think so.
That's the end of this SYW On Track. Coming soon, we'll probably see another SYW On Track with Cash Money or some personal thoughts he has against DXD coming soon. All right.
Whoa, one thing. Brock Lesnar, Randy Couture, UFC 91, November 15th. I'm pretty excited. Oh, yeah, and how the hell when I beat the Moneymaker? Tune in.